Good evening. My name is Amanda Campbell, and I am speaking tonight as the Vice President of Fairfax County SEPTA. Governor Northam proclaimed March to be Virginia School Board Association Equity in Education Month. FCPS's school board followed up with its own resolution. What stands out to me in both of those acknowledgments is the specifically named inclusion of disability as a factor that has a, quote, demonstrated history of impacting the educational opportunities provided to a student. This stands out to me because, in practice within FCPS, disability is often left out of the equity conversations. Take a look at the FCPS EdEquity Challenge materials. Nothing on those resources includes looking at these issues through a disability lens. This is not to take away from the issues that the EdEquity Challenge does address, but rather to suggest that this should be a yes-and moment, where the disability lens is woven into the equity conversations that are already happening. This is not the first time these concerns have been raised with FCPS. Similar concerns were raised regarding the Family Engagement Survey done 2 years ago and in the initial drafts of the Family Engagement Policy last year. Yet still, the inclusion of disability does not appear to be a priority in this FCPS educational equity movement. So then I must ask, is it educational equity to have Cat B teachers instructing students in multiple grade levels in one classroom? Would any single general education teacher be asked to teach 2 or 3 grade levels in one classroom? What about 6 different grade levels? There are Cat B classrooms that are K to 6 in FCPS. Is it educational equity for those teachers that teach multiple grade levels simultaneously to have no planning time? To have to apply for waivers to get a substitute for 1 day a month so that they can get even 1 day to plan when general education teachers get planning periods built into their daily schedule? To not even be consistently guaranteed a duty-free lunch? Is it educational equity for students to not have the supports to access the curriculum beyond their IEP goals because teachers are overloaded with multiple grade levels they need to balance? Is it educational equity to expect one adapted curriculum specialist to serve the needs of an entire region? Is it educational equity to deny preschool students access to speech and language services because preschool is a, quote, language-rich environment? That assertion operates under an assumption that the child has not yet been provided a language-rich environment prior to child find. The implicit bias in that assertion is significant. Is it educational equity for central office to provide prepared materials and resources for general education classrooms while providing no such central office created resource support for special education? Is it educational equity when disability history and education are not a part of the standard curriculum? Educational equity is an important conversation that needs to occur for all populations whose access to educational opportunities has historically been negatively impacted by bias and prejudice, and that includes students with disabilities. Thank you.